What is going on top of the morning, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are going to get an update on NIO stock right before the market opens. I wanted to make this video a little earlier, but I'm going to get it out as soon as possible. NIO is sitting at $9.04 at the close on Friday over the weekend, and over that weekend we've dropped only about 8 cents, 0.089. So not much of a difference, but the big difference that we want to look at here is the other day I made this video for you guys. I was showing you guys NIO had dropped to $8.29, and it actually had went lower than this during the video. During last week's video that I made about NIO stock, NIO had dipped to $8.01 in pre-market while we were talking during that video. And now we're at $9.04. So we've recovered a whole dollar. I don't know if you guys got in on those call options that I got in on, because the ones that I got for January that I was holding and willing to hold, I told you guys I was willing to hold these up to a month, waiting to see a rebound happen. It took not even a whole week for the rebounds to happen. We'll look over here on my chart. I'll pull this up because I'm not going to waste your guys' time. Make this video kind of short, get this bad boy out to you guys. I'm sure you guys remember these lines here. Show you guys where we moved on this chart, because I told you, we're on the 1 week chart. Let's move to like a 3 minute, 15 minute. We'll pull this up. So I told you guys basically that it was going to bounce off of one of these lines right here. It was going to either bounce off of the 8 line, and then it was going to come back up to the 9 line, or it was going to fall through this 8 line right here. It was going to fall through this because this is where it was sitting. It sat at the bottom of this in that pre-market session last week. If you guys look at that pre-market session, it was down here. It had in pre-market, it had, where was it? Was this the pre-market? Sorry, fellas. This was our pre-market action. This is where it dipped below. Momentarily, it dipped below, and we had our buying opportunity. And when I was making that video for you guys, we were resting right in here. We were deciding what we were going to do next. Now, from there, we went on to hit this Bollinger Band, bounce off of the support zone once again during last week. While we were holding our call options. This basically gave you time to make money one time, sell some of your contracts, wait for it to come back down, buy some of them back, and then ride this bad boy up to where we're at right now. Now, the other day, this thing was at $9.20. It is poking through this zone, but as you can see, it had hit this. These right here are called the pivot points. I highly suggest you guys put them on your chart. It's just the pivot point traditional auto 15 left one. Just copy it exactly like this in your TradingView. Completely free indicator. It's very, very helpful. As you can see, it did not defy this line. It touched this line and it bounced back through it. And along with my line too, because right now that's where we're sitting. It bounced off my line, lost a little strength, and now pre-market we're sitting here. Now, what does that mean for us today, guys? What does that mean for NIO stock today? Now, it can mean a couple things. This could be the new resistance, and it could fight down here. It could come back down here and hit this pivot point and bounce around in here and trade sideways a little bit. If the market does really well, it's going to get the strength to hit this again. It'll probably hit this. It'll probably fiddle around in here. It'll hit this. And if it breaks through all three of these, both of these lines and my box, if it breaks through that, then we're heading back toward $10. And you guys will be glad that you bought those call options, because those call options from right here, from the bottom of this candle right here, these call options were like $89 January call options, and then as I was riding this thing up here, it was $110, $120, $130. So we're talking, we were already getting like a 40-50% return on safe call options for next year that we're willing to hold a whole month with minimal time decay. Meaning, if the stock wouldn't have changed at all, we would have lost some money, not a lot of money. We would have been able to cash our position back out and say, on to the next one, right? On to the next one. But instead, now we have moves like this, where we get to move all the way from here. Let me pull back out here. Pull back out to the 15-minute chart here. Where are we looking at right here? Where are we sitting? This is what it is right here. So I'm going to let this video out to you guys in a hot minute here. Where are we sitting right now? We were up 14% since I made my recommendation the other day. Now, at the height of it, we were up like 17%. be careful with this because this thing has already rebounded a whole dollar. I don't know what's going to happen next. Now remember, these things need to consolidate slowly. They need to consolidate. The reason why I was so bullish and I bought so hard is because of this massive drop from the $11 all the way down to below $8. When I saw it was below $8, I was like, that's a deal. It's a steal because it's dropped tremendously from the top over here. Now, because we've already rebounded how far back? See how far already? This is basically the rebound. So if it was a downtrend, downtrends work a little something like boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? I wish I could draw it up for you guys. It'll go down and it'll slightly go up. It'll go down and it'll slightly go up. And so that's what this would be if this was a downtrend. If this right here was a downtrend, that would be down, slowly up, and then this could be when it rips down. Now, I'm not saying that because this could be bullish. This thing could be very bullish, but be aware that the looming recession could cause all stocks to go very low, so don't put your life savings into this. Now, with that being said, none of this is financial advice. Smash that like button if you got some value. I'm going to let this video out, and I'm going to post later videos that are more in depth on Tesla, NIO, and some other stocks that I have interest in. So I love you guys lots. Happy hunting and have a good day.